Hi everyone, welcome to Reviewia Talks. So today I'm going to talk about something which is slightly sensitive. So today I'm going to talk about why, as working professionals or as job seeking candidates, we need to be mindful of what we put out in terms of our views on social media when it concerns slightly sensitive topics. Okay, to make my point, I will narrate a story to you. Okay, I run a recruitment business apart from Reviewia, right, where I talk to candidates. And about 2 years back, a little more than 2 years back, I got a call from a candidate who was at a fairly senior position and he lost his job and was looking for a new opportunity. So I asked, why have you quit your previous organization? What happened that you got laid off? He said that I got into a Twitter battle with some people pertaining to an argument that we were having on certain religious topics. Okay, and the exchange went out of hand. This person got very exasperated, and the people who were like opposing his view, they also started making abusive comments, and he responded. Eventually, some of the opposing people started tagging his employer to the tweets, to the thread, and this employer was a global consulting firm. And unfortunately, once it got noticed, and the social media marketing manager at the organization identified that it is an employee of their organization who's kind of getting involved in these arguments. The very next day, he was called by the HR and handed over a letter saying that you have to move out of the organization because this is not in line with the values that we stand for, and being a senior leader, this is a breach of what we expect from our leaders in terms of behavior. So going one step further, eventually this candidate had to try for 6 months, 6 months to get a new opportunity. The opportunity that he eventually got was paying him 30% lesser than what he was drawing in his previous organization. He had to delete all his social media profiles and had to create new profiles. He also altered the spelling of his name so that there are no traces of his earlier profile on social media. Okay, so that any future employer, whenever they were doing scans, etc., it did not go against him. So that's the kind of damage it can do to you, if you get engaged in these arguments, okay, which involve sensitive topics. And this person, after working for 12 years, 12, 13 years of work experience, was at a certain level in his career. And one 10-minute emotional burst on social media resulted in him and his career going back at least 3, 4 years, financially as well as in terms of the role content. Okay. So I hope the message is very clear to the audience that it is just not worth it. It is not worth it because it increases your blood pressure. It doesn't give you any pleasure. You might think that you're right in your views. Maybe you are. Nobody is contesting that. But putting it out on social media where you can be judged and your perception can get damaged, your chances of joining a future organization which does not want to get associated with any kind of religious, gender, race specific bias, you are hurting your chances, and you would permanently hurt your chances, not only the next employer. Even without knowing, you would have lost opportunities in several organizations, because the moment they scan your social media profiles and they see that you have these polarizing views, they won't even care to call you, they won't even care to send you an email. So even without realizing, you would have lost opportunities in your dream organizations. All right. So my recommendation would be, one, to not have such polarizing views at all, because it doesn't help. Even if you do, you should keep your views to yourself. And social media is definitely not, the platform where you need to share your views about certain things which can be sensitive to certain communities or certain kind of people. I hope this message would be useful to our working professionals and job seeking candidates. Thank you so much. Bye bye.